Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy AP back with another video. Today, we got reacting to the 6 most disturbing abandoned building encounters caught on camera by Chill Stories. I don't know why I'm going to continue to do this myself, but I am for you guys, for the entertainment factor. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys would do any of this stuff, like go to these abandoned buildings, because I used to when I was a kid. I would never do it now as an adult because I'm not a psychopath. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever done this, and let me know your craziest story down below too. Let's get into it.
Is a small YouTube channel where the uploader posts raw footage of his explorations of abandoned locations all over the US. Since 2020, Jared has uploaded over 200 videos of some pretty cool urbex footage. In March 2022, Jared uploaded a video where he explored an abandoned dog treat manufacturing factory in Wichita, Kansas. For the first few minutes of the video, the exploration is pretty uneventful, and except for the usual couple of strange thuds and bangs that can be heard nearby, it seems like Jared's alone. Even though it's relatively common.
Number one rule with this shit: why are you alone? I don't care if you're not scared or nothing and you think you're big and bad, bro. Don't go alone to this stupid shit.
For homeless people to hide out in abandoned buildings, it doesn't seem like anyone was squatting in the factory that day. After exploring the multiple floors of the building in detail, Jared looks out the window and sees a red car pulling up to the factory and start making its way through the gates.
I think he's gonna go around where I can't see him. I really do gotta get out of here now. I don't like that.
After it becomes obvious that
no shit, you don't like that.
To enter the factory, Jared does the only reasonable thing in a situation like that and tries to find a way out of the building without being noticed. Unfortunately, the car goes around the building and out of his field of vision, which means that by the time the car is parked in front of the factory, the man could be anywhere.
Oh God. Someone's right out there.
No. Is that a different man?
What do I do? I couldn't tell what he was holding.
The man can be seen walking through the woods toward the front entrance of the factory. To make matters much worse, it appears as though the man has something in his hands, and from a distance, it's impossible to tell whether it's something as simple as a flashlight or a potential weapon.
No, bro, no. Done.
Oh my God. Was that a gunshot? I think it was.
I don't think that was a good shot, bro.
He had something in his hand too. That must have been a gun.
So you're making noise.
In the next few minutes, Jared does his best to find a way out undetected, which is much easier said than done when you have no idea where a potentially armed man who probably knows the layout of the building much better than you do is hiding. And just when it seemed like Jared was going to make it out undetected, this happens.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's just me. You scared me to death.
What the fuck?
What?
Sit down. Give you handcuffs.
Huh?
Put them on. Got it?
Okay.
Either I put them on or you can put them on. Take your pick.
I've never put on handcuffs before.
Just put them on each side of you. How's that?
Well,
Put them in front of you. That way you can carry them in front, okay?
what's gonna happen?
What's going to happen is the police is going to come and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing. It's nothing these days. It's a lot better than me shooting you, isn't it?
Was that what I heard?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
what?
What'd you shoot at?
Shoot it. See people, I shoot at them. If they run, you shoot. There you go.
Yeah.
Be cool, nothing will happen, okay?
Alright.
I shot one guy this week, the other one. It's alright. I'm not gonna shoot you.
What the fuck?
Don't you see, something says, use of deadly force?
You said that.
I thought that was kids spray paint.
No, that's me telling you, I'll shoot you.
Yeah, what the
Somebody else
fuck?
is with you, right? Okay, if I see somebody, I'm gonna end up probably shooting them.
Oh no, if I were with someone and I know you shoot people, I would have gotten them.
Okay. I just don't want, they say, wait, they scare me, I'll shoot in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just life.
The man, who appears to be an armed vigilante of some
What?
sort, pops out of the bushes just as Jared is about to leave and holds
That's
him
just
hostage,
life is
even
fucking
ordering him
crazy.
to put on a pair of handcuffs.
That's
During the
his
exchange, It's
go-to.
hard to tell if the man is in his right
That's
mind,
just
which makes
life.
the fact that he's carrying a fully equipped assault rifle that much more disturbing. At one point in the conversation, the man orders Jared to get into his car, and at that point, Jared doesn't really have a choice.
What we're gonna do is we'll throw your camera and your bag in the trunk, okay? I'll put my gun in there too. Alright? We'll get in a little red car, we'll drive up here, set everything out, police will come, they'll ask you for your driver's license, and they'll give you a little ticket.
Although Jared didn't record the part where he got into the car out of fear that the man would freak out if he realized he was being recorded, the YouTuber later explained that the cops took an hour and a half to get there. Disturbingly, when the cops finally arrived and while they were all talking, they saw two kids go up to the factory the same way Jared had, at which point the man looked the cops dead in the eye and said that if he saw the kids inside the factory, he was going to shoot them. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. As Jared was being taken to the police station for trespassing, the cops got a report that two kids had been shot at the factory. Thankfully, it turned out that the man was bluffing with his weapon, which was only loaded with non-lethal pellets. But still, the kids had to be taken to the hospital to be treated for their wounds. During
What
the
the
investigation,
fuck?
the man was identified as 62-year-old Ken Thomas, and even after shooting at the two kids, he was only sentenced to 2
That's
years
just
in prison.
life.
Since that day, Jared hasn't gone back to the abandoned factory again.
No fucking shit. Why would you?
In 2019, a group of 5 real estate investors walked into a distressed property in the Angora neighborhood of southwest Philadelphia. The visit to the distressed house started out pretty ordinarily, but a few minutes in, just as one of the investors was about to walk up the staircase leading to the second floor, they noticed something extremely disturbing.
Look at this fucking trap right here. Look, wire,
Look.
right, that goes up
Look at the
to
nail
a
over
knife
there.
system.
Oh my god.
Dude, that
Oh no.
Look what is there, the knife. Right there, right there. You see the wire?
You don't see the knife up there?
Right here. You see this wire going over here? It's going right through your heart.
It's on a crutch with a knife.
How'd you catch that?
Based on what the investors
Shit.
are saying, there appears to be some sort of booby trap system built into the staircase. Had any of them followed through with walking up the staircase, a seemingly innocent house walkthrough could have turned bad very quickly. After analyzing the booby trap for a few minutes, they decided to activate it to see what would have happened to the investor if he had continued climbing the flight of stairs.
Alright, here, you got it?
Yeah.
You send this.
Where are you tripping? Stop at the
Yeah.
bottom of the step.
You think?
What is it?
At the step.
Oh!
Look at that. Yo, that
Stop.
up killed you right in the head.
Look at it.
Yo, that's right.
No. Hold on. You need to stop more. You need to step over.
Yo, that would have got you right in your neck.
Oh my God! Right in his head.
Yo, you got
My head.
Disturbingly, the knife comes down
Wow.
right at the level of the investor's
Now that's
neck
wild. What
as
the
soon as
fuck?
the wire is activated. It's hard to imagine what kind of psychopath would booby trap a house like that, knowing that
Oh,
whoever walked up
fuck
that flight
nah.
of stairs probably wouldn't
Nope.
live to tell the tale. Even though the trap was built in a very do-it-yourself kind of way with
No
a
shit.
knife, some duct tape, some wire, and a crutch, the speed at which the knife was designed to come down right at neck level obviously means that whoever built it wasn't playing around and meant to do some serious
God
damage.
damn.
In the interview with NBC, the
That's
investor
called
reported that
schizophrenia,
Craig
my
mentioned
pal.
He was used to finding some pretty strange things in the distressed houses he often renovates. But even though he was no stranger to abandoned dogs, homeless people squatting, and drug houses with bags and scales, he had never been this close to losing his life, much less to a booby-trapped house. Shockingly, even after what happened, the investors still went on to explore the rest of the house, buy it, and renovate it. Fortunately, they didn't run into any more traps along the way.
God damn.
Finders, beepers,
It's like
history
some
seekers, is
Home
a
Alone
YouTube
type
channel
shit.
where urban explorers Matt and Andy document their visits to hundreds of abandoned locations around the world. What's funny about this channel is they always bring their dog Bear with them on their explorations, setting him up with his own GoPro camera to capture footage they might otherwise miss. In March 2023, they uploaded footage of their visit to an abandoned house in the UK. Throughout their first few minutes of their exploration, Matt and Andy come across all kinds of old history books, kitchen utensils, and other abandoned objects, but for the most part, nothing too out of the ordinary. About 25 minutes into the visit, as Matt and Andy are sorting through dozens of history books lying around the house, this happens.
And then that's why has that got a lock on it there for a bathroom cabinet? That makes
makes no sense at all. Bear, you're just causing so much bother. Someone has definitely just run down those stairs. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Your dog's terrified,
Hello?
bro.
We're not secure. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to hurt you. Urban explorers. Just having a look round. Hello?
I swear to God, they see someone, bro.
I'm going to have to watch it back. That was definitely somebody running down the stairs. 100% that was someone running down the stairs.
Pretty much as soon as they go up to the second floor bedroom, they hear what sounds like someone or something running down the stairs. It's pretty disturbing to think that someone could have been watching them the whole time, but despite their best efforts, they weren't able to find whoever it was. That's when they decided to review the GoPro footage on their dog Bear to see if it showed anything. And a bit before they heard footsteps running down the stairs, his camera caught this.
Oh! Oh, fuck that. That dog sucks. How the fuck did he not start barking then? How did he not start barking then? That's one thing. Right here?
Disturbingly, there was someone hiding under the bed in the second floor bedroom. Even though it's hard to see everything clearly with the dog footage,
You can
it's
tell it's a
pretty
person,
obvious
bro.
that it was a person hiding under the bed. After the encounter, Matt and Andy continued exploring the house for another 20 minutes.
No.
And confessed to feeling pretty on edge after leaving. To this day, they still don't know who was hiding under the bed. It's pretty likely that the guy under the bed was just a squatter who was probably more scared of them and left the house in a hurry to get some privacy. But still, it must have been incredibly chilling to review the footage and realize they were never alone. Exploration Unknown is a YouTube channel owned by a guy named John who's uploaded countless videos of his urban explorations since 2016. In March 2019, John and another YouTuber explored an abandoned house where a woman had reportedly taken her life years after the death of her child. Just a few minutes into the video, it becomes pretty clear that the structure of the building is extremely unstable.
That floor is gone right there. That's a deep drop.
That floor is gone.
Not very
That
stable.
shit's a deep drop.
Hear it?
Yeah. You guys check out that fireplace.
If that falls, dude, I don't know what it's going to do to the rest of this house.
Yeah, I know, because that's a load-bearing wall out there.
Goddamn load-bearing wall.
That's going to be a lot of weight to hit this floor. I'm really nervous about that right there.
So then get out.
The ceiling.
To get out of here before that happens.
When it comes to urbex, a lot of people will talk about the risks of running into a hostile squatter, a rabid stray dog, or the cops. But one of the biggest risks when exploring unstable structures like these is falling through the floor or having the entire building collapse on you, leaving you trapped under tons and tons of rubble. Before John and Tim even get the chance to explore the rest of the house, something pretty scary that serves as a reminder of the dangers of urban exploration happens to John.
Alright, guys, I think we've decided to chance it. What do you think, Tim? Think we talked about it?
I don't think that's what you should have decided.
Anymore?
Let's just stay away from that area.
Yes.
Let's go back here to the room where the wife. You didn't fall through the floor, did you?
No, but it cracked a little.
Oh man, there's a crib in here. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. Well, I just fell through the floor. Ow.
I think you should probably leave, bro.
Oh,
We need to go.
we gotta get out of here.
By the time John realized the floor was cracking, it was already too late. Luckily, he was able to shift all his weight onto his other leg before he fell entirely through. Otherwise, he would have plummeted at least 10 feet into the basement below. Obviously, after that close call, the pair of explorers decided to call it a night and
Oh, wow,
carefully
yeah.
treaded their way out of the house and back to the car. Since that incident, John has continued to upload videos pretty frequently to his channel, but he hasn't gone back to that house since. TP Urbex is a channel dedicated 100% to urban exploration, and even though it's only been active for a little over a year, it's already grown to over 350,000 subscribers. In January 2024, a video was uploaded to the channel featuring two young urban explorers visiting an abandoned high school. From my research, the school that was featured in the video was William A. Wirt High School in Gary, Indiana, located less than a mile from Lake Michigan. Even though the abandoned building is in absolutely terrible condition in the footage, it's still clear that back in the day it was probably a nice school. Out of the entire school, the auditorium seems to be in the best condition, with the bright red seats serving as a nostalgic reminder of what the school used to look like before it was closed. As the teens are walking through the aisles, they catch a glimpse of a man holding a metal pipe staring them down near the auditorium entrance.
No.
Some kids got in here and were throwing some stuff from the balcony area. Oh, hey, what's up, man? You want us to get on out of here? Hey, we'll leave, bro. We'll leave, all right? Come on. Let's go. Just get out of any door. This door right here. You sure? Let's go. Yo, let's go.
The
I didn't
with the
see no
pipe
man.
started chasing them out of the building, but stopped when they got outside. It's pretty disturbing how the guy never even speaks to the teenagers. He just starts chasing them with a metal pipe that he probably planned to use as a makeshift weapon. When this kind of stuff happens, you really have to put yourself in the shoes of everyone involved.
Is that him?
The guy
Is
who
that
chased them
what?
out, like usual, was probably a homeless guy who had been squatting at the school for a while. Through his eyes, the abandoned, decrepit building is his home, and having two teenagers come in unannounced to disturb your peace when you have nowhere else to go must be pretty irritating. But for the explorers who just want to have some fun in an old building, getting chased out by someone who's armed and probably not in their right mind is also a terrifying experience. In September 2020, John and Tim from Exploration Unknown uploaded a video where they documented their visit to an abandoned altar in the middle of the woods. From the very start of the visit, some red flags came up that John and Tim should probably have taken as invitations to leave.
Where are we?
It's supposed to be public land.
This is private property, bro.
Well, maybe it's like this over here, somebody's private property. And I know this over here should be like public land.
After seeing the sign, it's unclear if the two explorers are on a private or a public road. But a couple of minutes later, after following the directions they were given, they got their answer.
Why would this do that?
Try zero free.
Zero, come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Saw something behind you. Shh. Okay, dude, key light. Kill your light, dude. Oh my god, dude, it's a car. Shh. Hide. Dude, they were waiting. Everybody's here. Shh. Get down. Oh god, dude, we gotta get out of here. You shut that engine off. Oh god, he's getting out.
Hey, I see your damn lights are first.
Oh god. Dude, he's got
Get off my property.
He's got a gun. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Okay. Go. Oh god. Tim, you okay? Tim, you okay? Get up, dude. Come on. Get up. Are you hit? Oh god, run.
Time out. Why the fuck is... He said, ow. Are you hit? I don't think so. So what's wrong, bro? Well, get the fuck out of there. What do you mean, ow? Run.
At After getting out of his car, a man who we can reasonably assume to be the property owner points his gun at the uploader and his friend and tells them to get off his property. This is one of those situations that you just never want to be in, because on the one hand, if you yell something out to try to calm the guy down, you signal your location to someone with a deadly weapon who may or may not be in his right
No, so when he says get off your property, let's turn our lights on and just start running, right? So he wouldn't be able to see us then, would he?
mind. But on the other hand, if you don't signal your location, the property owner might feel threatened. As they were running out of the woods, the man shot at them, and initially it looked like Tim fell to the ground from being shot at. But it seems like he just tripped either by something on the ground or by being startled by the sound of the gunshot. Fortunately, Tim and John were able to get out of those woods unscathed, and they never went back again. I really don't know where John got his intel about the supposed abandoned altar in the middle of the woods, but it was clearly faulty. And it's a good thing he was able to spot the guy in the car ahead of time. Otherwise, who knows if this video would have even been uploaded.
All I have to say is I will never do anything like this a day in my life ever again. The one little story, I went to an abandoned hospital, and I barely made it up to the roof where all my friends were going, and they literally had to make a circle around me, like a human circle around me to make it up the stairs. So we finally got up to the roof. It was kind of cool, like the scenery from on top of the roof. Didn't explore too much of the actual building because I was pussy. Excuse my language. And then fun fact: 2 weeks later, a group of other kids went up there, and the roof collapsed on them. They didn't die, but they broke a few legs or whatever like that. And now that abandoned hospital is now torn down. That is the extent of my abandoned building explorations. I will never do it again. Make sure in the comments down below, let me know your craziest encounter with either people in this kind of scenarios or like abandoned buildings, whatever you want to do. Make sure you leave a like on this video too. It's your boy AP. I'm out. Deuces.